Okay, picture this. You're taking a selfie, and without even thinking about it, you automatically tilt your head just slightly to hide that one rotated tooth. Or maybe you've noticed your bottom teeth are quietly, almost invisibly, overlapping just a little bit more every single year. Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to completely unpack how to select dental fixes that actually last. And look, fixing crooked teeth right here in Muscat doesn't automatically mean you're doomed to spend 2 long years in metal braces. But on the flip side, a super fast veneer fix isn't exactly the magic bullet either. So we're going to cut right through all the shiny marketing fluff to find a fix that truly works for your specific smile.
All right, here's our game plan for today. First, we'll look at the crooked tooth problem itself. Second, why teeth even get crooked. Third, we'll open up the toolbox and look at the 4 real fixes. Fourth, we'll break down the real costs and timelines. And finally, number 5, exactly how to go about choosing the right fix.
Kicking things off with Section 1, the crooked tooth problem, and why it is actually about way more than just cosmetics.
You know, crooked teeth are genuinely one of the most overdiagnosed issues in cosmetic dentistry today. Patients are routinely pushed straight into full braces just for a single rotated tooth, or even worse, sold on these quick veneers to cover up a bite problem that's just going to keep right on worsening underneath the porcelain. So before you rush out looking for a fast fix, I want you to pause for a second. Ask yourself, why are your teeth crooked in the first place? We really need to consider the biological reality of what's happening inside your mouth right now before we even think about treatments.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 2, why are teeth crooked? Let's talk about the root causes.
The absolute golden rule here is that the root cause dictates the cure. Most of the time, it's literally just a real estate issue. Your jaw is slightly too small for 32 adult teeth, so they kind of twist and turn just to fit. Sometimes it's actually a ghost of childhood habits like thumb sucking, or maybe you lost some baby teeth early, which caused your permanent ones to drift completely out of place. We also inherit our jaw and tooth sizes, so genetics play a massive role. But hey, here's a really surprising fact for you. Even if your smile was absolutely flawless and perfectly straight at age 18, it is a completely normal biological reality for your jaw to subtly narrow and your teeth to drift forward as you enter your 30s and 40s.
All right, moving on to Section 3, the 4 real fixes. Let's dig into your treatment toolbox.
First out of the toolbox, we have clear aligners. You've probably heard of Invisalign. Think of these as a series of custom, practically invisible plastic trays that stealthily shift your teeth over the course of several months. It's the undisputed favorite for adults in Muscat right now, mostly because it's so discreet. Plus, recent peer-reviewed research shows that for mild to moderate crowding, aligners can go toe-to-toe with traditional braces when it comes to effectiveness.
But you might be wondering, what if your crowding is pretty severe? Well, that brings us to traditional braces. For complex bite issues that really need aggressive vertical and rotational control, these fixed metal or ceramic brackets are still the undisputed kings of predictable results. You're basically trading the invisibility of aligners for just unmatched effectiveness.
Now, option 3 shifts away from actually moving your teeth entirely. Porcelain veneers are your fastest cosmetic mask. They are capable of visually faking a straight smile in about a week. But listen, here is a massive, flashing warning label. If you have severe crookedness, a dentist actually has to shave away a tragically unhealthy amount of your natural enamel just to make the veneer sit flush. So they really are strictly for minor rotations.
And finally, we've got the budget-friendly starter option, composite bonding. This is where a dentist sculpts a tooth-colored resin directly onto your tooth in a single anesthetic-free visit. It's a brilliant, low-commitment camouflage if you just have a slightly wonky tooth. But keep in mind, it's definitely the least durable tool in the box, and you're going to be looking at touch-ups every 3 to 6 years.
Let's talk numbers. Section 4, real costs and timelines, getting down to the financial reality.
The most fascinating takeaway here is that your cost is actually dictated by your own biology, not just the fancy clinic you happen to choose. I mean, a single rotated tooth shouldn't trigger a full aligner price tag, right? Bonding is highly accessible, usually between 40 to 120 Omani reals per tooth. Veneers step up a bit, running about 150 to 350 OMR. Now, if you actually need to physically move the teeth, braces will run you 600 to 1400 OMR, and aligners usually sit somewhere between 800 and 2200 OMR. Luckily, a lot of clinics offer monthly payment plans to kind of soften that orthodontic blow.
Okay, the final stretch. Section 5. Choosing the right fix, spotting red flags, and making real decisions.
So how do you actually select your fix? The secret is you absolutely must separate treating the appearance from correcting the physical position. Cosmetic fixes like your bonding and your veneers, they mask the problem instantly.
perfect for minor little quirks. But if your bite is actually uneven, you need orthodontics, aligners, or braces. Yes, it's a longer path, for sure, but it actually fixes the foundation. Oh, and please, watch out for the ultimate red flag: unsupervised mail-order aligners. Attempting to move teeth without a dentist actually monitoring your roots can literally destroy your bite. No way around it.
Let's look at a real-world case study from right here in Muscat. A woman in her early 30s went into a clinic wanting a same-week bonding fix just to hide one rotated front tooth. Simple, right? But a proper exam revealed a totally hidden problem. She had a bite mismatch across 3 lower teeth. So instead of a 1-week Band-Aid, she opted for 5 months of clear aligners to actually fix the foundation, and then just did a tiny bonding touch-up at the end for a little edge chip. By choosing the right fix over the fastest one, her bite closes perfectly now with absolutely zero risk of relapse.
Which brings us to the ultimate green light. Listen, this is absolutely crucial. A trustworthy dentist will always take a scan or a panoramic x-ray to thoroughly check your bite before they ever start pitching a treatment or quoting a price to you. That diagnostic homework, that is literally the single most important step in selecting a dental fix that actually lasts. Okay, so once you've actually made the investment, protecting it is a lifelong commitment. You're going to need to wear your retainer every single night, indefinitely, or your teeth are going to drift right back. If you opted for bonding, you've got to stop biting hard foods directly on those treated edges. Make sure you keep up with your standard 6-month exams just to maintain the bone health that's holding those teeth in place, get any cosmetic work polished yearly, and address any underlying habits like nighttime clenching. It is all about maintenance, folks. So what does this all mean for you? Are you ready to find out which fix actually fits your smile? Don't just guess based on whatever trend is going around social media. Go seek out a real diagnosis from a qualified cosmetic dentist in Muscat. Let your unique biology, not just the shiny marketing, guide your choice. Because think about it, if your teeth are subtly shifting today, where exactly is your smile going to be in 10 years if you choose a quick mask over a real, lasting solution? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.